I always felt that there was a huge gap in the way people manage their content. We still manage to give away DVD after DVD or CDs, to give away our demonstrations of our content. And here we are in this digital age, and yet the very people who are driving the industry are using about as an analog system as they could possibly find, where they had no control over their content, where they had no control over what they were doing or what other people were doing with their content, and really look that cool. I mean, that's what it came down to for me, was they were kind of behind their own clients, and they were demanding things from their clients that they weren't even willing to do themselves internally. First of all, what we do is give people an ability to control their own content. It's just one of the products we have. Red Touch Bridge is all about providing content owners and content producers with an ability to control and manage their content within the structures that they find they have to work with. We know that it's a global business now. Content goes from point A to point B in a flash of an eye. They have to be able to control that content. But more than that, they have to see what people do with that content. I think part of the fear was, well, we don't know what they're doing with the content. No one knows where it's going. I don't know what the consumers are doing with my content. And there was mass panic, and everyone sat back and went, right, best thing to do, stick your head in the sand and then pick a fight with your feet. I mean, it was just this bizarre reaction because there was a fear of it. What we're saying to people is, look, we can provide you with a way to see what happens with your content, to still control your content, whilst offering the freedom to actually keep the content moving, to keep it flowing, to be a part of people's lives. Just control it. Just know where it is, know what people do with it. And that kind of data is irreplaceable. Knowing what people do with your content, where they watch it, when they watch it, how they watch it, what devices they use to watch it, who they share it with, who they talk about it with. Those are the kind of things that take away the fear. Those are the kind of things that make people go, oh, actually, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. And that's, I think, one of the things that we do. We give people an ability to be a part of that relationship. Our way of doing things is about connecting people through content. It's not about being divisive and having lines that don't get crossed. It's about connecting people through that content. And that's one of the things that we offer our clients, is that connection with their clients through their content. One of the products that we have is Red Touch Express. We offer download stations to retailers where they can actually connect with people with their content and sell people digital files in a retail environment. Now look, that might seem a little passé for the likes of the UK or the USA. I happen to think it isn't. It's more relevant in some places than it is in others. We find that in Africa, where 80% of the population doesn't have access to the internet, that we can give people access to content that they would never, ever be able to find. We're a completely agnostic company when it comes to technology. I couldn't care less whether the user is on iOS, Android, Windows, I don't care. And we can give people access to that content anywhere they are, with whatever format they want to receive it in. I mean, one of the things that we've always believed is that really it's your content. If you've purchased it, you should be able to access it wherever you want. It may be that you purchase content and then you end up with a different device and you might be on a different continent. You should be able to pull that content down to your new device wherever you are. Honesty is what's missing half the time in the industry these days. We're all too busy trying to pull one over and make the fastest dollar we can, that we really don't take time to stop and realize that it's actually really cool to have a relationship with clients. It's really nice to be able to sit down with someone and call them a mate and know that you've worked with that person for 15 years. Some of my best friends are people that I've worked with for 15, 20 years on projects. I like that kind of relationship, and that's what I want for Red Touch Media, and that's what we do. So often, our conversation is, look, when you've worked out how much you think this is going to save you, when you know exactly how this is going to shake out for you in terms of your own business, then great, you tell me what this is worth to you. Most companies exist to make money on day one, and I think that we exist to try and improve the lives of our clients, improve their businesses, try and help them to get to a better place.